Hello everyone! Remember when I took down the entire glass production last episode? Yeah, it turned out we needed more, so I had to put it back. But in a way that's actually good, because it kinda allowed me to experiment a bit more with this design that I had going on. So when I said I designed this system to be modular, this is what I meant. So the calcite blocks that are created over there are being shipped over here. In this case, they're created into calcium powder, as that's what we need for glass. Then instead of having it directly go into the machine for glass, what I have is I have another transporter, which brings it over to this receiver, and from this receiver, it goes into the furnace for glass, because otherwise it will look something like this. And while it isn't that big of a problem with just one machine, once we have a bunch of them going, that might not be great. However, I had a bit of talking in the comments of last episode, and I got to thinking, we could most likely expand this idea. And instead of just doing bars, we can have it create all sorts of base materials, like the actual crafting components. For example, the wolfram powder, calcium powder, everything that takes basically one thing. Because I think we're going to get into a stage soon where we're going to need those materials. However, we probably want to set up other bases for that, as it's going to overheat this place real quick. But that is the nice feature about this. I can just kind of, move the receivers anywhere I want. Alright, I was looking at what we need next, and I think synthetic silicon is the next big item on our list. Mainly because we want to unlock the mega press. And that is going to require electronics or the silicon. However, electronics also require the silicon. Right now, I think the only two we could technically finish up is the Moon Energy Corp, as well as Future Health, which we're working on at the moment. But heat-resistant sheets shouldn't be that big of a deal now. We'll set this up, and then I'm gonna go out exploring. It requires titanium sheets, wolfram plates, and glass. Glass we're already creating, so that's nice. I do think I could have placed these receivers a lot better. That might be something I'm gonna look at in the future. Kind of redesign this idea. I think overall it works well. But, I might want to... Whoa. Yeah, I might want to reconsider this idea. And have it create all these base items. Yeah, being able to craft these items would probably be good, wouldn't it? Titanium rods. If we have a bunch of those just laying about, be fantastic. Or just heavy ammo in general. Well, to be honest, I think we're fine on that. Let's see, I got enough of these building materials. Along the way, I think I'm just gonna harvest one of the meteorites. My plan is to go out here somewhere. I think we explored most other areas we can. I mean, the map doesn't look that filled in, but I know that there was a spot that we could go over here. I was looking at that because it was blocked off during the demo. Well, during the playtest, I should say. So it kind of intrigues me. However, I think in order to get there, we have to pass this outpost. Right, so this was the point I was on about. I saw that there was an extra path over here. This was locked off during the playtest when we played that. I'm not sure what we can find here. But most other directions are blocked off with some toxic clouds. From what it sounds like, those are like future areas. Because you can't really survive in there currently. Or not long anyway. I think there's a lot of titanium around here. There's another monolith too. I wonder if that's in the game yet, what we can do with that, or is that something for later updates. Well, I see an outpost up there. There seems to be sulfur back here. That's good to know. More helium here too, and there's a base up there. And then going farther here just leads into the toxic zone. I see a bunch of infected bugs down there. Well, let's head over to this outpost first, and then I guess we go over to the other one. Okay, well, it's still not really the greatest for these bigger guys. That's why we have the machine gun. I don't want to waste the machine gun ammo that much, or the heavy ammo, I guess is what it is. So if there's not many, I'll just choose the pistol instead. Ooh, combat level up, nice. Alright, they're slowly coming up one by one. Makes this very easy, actually. How many are down there, though? That is the question. There's a bunch of fire grass. In this outpost, I should be, Ooh. Okay, boys, calm down. Okay, now there's getting a bit too many. I'm gonna throw it. It's not super many yet, but hey. That didn't really do much. Okay. Now, I don't know what's up with them. I think this terrain is kinda bugging them out. Yeah, they don't really, like, swarm you as you'd think they would. But they keep jumping up and down things. See if we can enter this place. Door malfunctioning. Well, good thing. The back is completely open. Seems like that triggered a small horde, which is less fun. Here's a storage box. What is this? A rotor. I already have that. And these are some strong acid guys. They take quite a lot of hits to kill. Alright, I'm just quickly gonna open this up, scroll through here, and actually, I don't even deal that much damage. Congratulations, actually 1 year has passed, we're happy with the results. Okay, well, whatever they did, Selenian is happy with them. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. This is not what we needed. Ooh, there's a crate over there. Question is, do I want it that bad? I think it's literally just data, isn't it? Because I haven't seen much other use for these racks. During the playtest, this is where the blueprints were, but they changed that. Which I will say is probably a good call. A lot of people were unhappy with that you got blueprints from those random-ass locations. Having a larger POI that has them works out a lot better. Yeah, now these are just data, which, besides unlocking recipes, you get really quick. Alright, let's see. Let's head over to that place next. There seems to be some sort of cloud, like, all around the place there, so that might be toxic? We'll figure it out when we get there. And another one of these wrecks. Damaged energy storage, wow, that's a big one, that's 2,000. I think at this point we probably have enough to just straight up level up a singular company. Well, once, of course. Oh wow, another one. Yeah, we definitely have enough. How the heck do we get up here, though? I guess while we're here anyway, we may as well look out at what we can see. I think that's the toxic zone in the back there. I don't really see anything that... No, I don't think those are buildings. I think those are rocks. It's really hard to see with all the mist. And then I think over there... Yeah, we've already been in that direction. So yeah, I don't see anything else here yet. Well, let's see if we can figure out how to get up this mountain here. I mean, it's slowly curving upwards. Oh yeah, it's just on this side. Nice. Now, the question is, can we actually survive back here? Well, there's already a lot coming to us, and they're infected too. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I think that blue cloud that we see is just straight up infection, so we cannot stay here for long, I imagine. I wish I did not throw a grenade when I did. We can kind of use it now. And if it wasn't for those spitters, this would be such a good place. Because they can just jump up, and then we can shoot them as they're in the jump-in. Right, I kind of need to... Ooh, they're trying to get us from the back. These dudes are smart. I need these acid boys to disappear out of my life. They do drop a lot of their... whatever the heck they're dropping. Which I think is also just used for data. At least I haven't seen any other use for it yet. Alright. Yeah, definitely infected zone. Is there any food that we picked up, perhaps? That will lower our toxicity? I don't think so. I mean, this says gain toxicity. Which I imagine is bad. Let's actually use it. What does toxicity do? Oh, that's not what this is. Okay. Well, I don't know what toxicity does then. I don't see it anywhere. Well, let's head into the infection zone. See how fast we die. Or clear it out, because apparently we can do that. Okay, it drains shield, so that is good to know for now. Let's get out of here again. Okay, it only drains shield, so that's extra good to know. It doesn't actually kill us. Okay, we also almost have our grenade back, so we could potentially just throw that in that base. See how much we're dealing with. Oh, I can hear them. I can hear them. Let's get out of here. We don't have shield. There aren't many, though, so I kind of don't want to waste the grenade on that. Alright, I was going to eat something, but I think I found the toxicity bar here. Naturally, diseases over time, reaches 100 will cause adverse effects. Okay, so just don't get it pretty high then. It looks like it's slowly draining, right? Because it gave us 45 toxicity. Yeah, it already went down by 1 point. Alright, I think we can walk in for a second again. Okay, I can hear them again. Maybe I should throw the grenade. Rush through here, trigger all of them, throw grenade. Sounds like an idea, right? And none of it's just one guy. Look up to how much of this infection do I actually have to clear for the entirety to go away. Because I sure hope not 100%, because that could be kind of annoying.
I'm detecting increased Rupture activity.
Yeah, of course, throw a wave at me too. Doors malfunctioning. Alright, I did see that we could go down below here. There might be a way inside the building. Should I be doing this right this second? Probably not. I should probably get the heck out of here, actually. Ow. Damn buggies. And we need the core. Bug right now is not a good time, man. We're gonna get flame grilled. So please get out of the way. Airlock's right here. It's infected. Because the base core is infected. Alright, I'm gonna have to toss this. Come on, uninfect, uninfect. That's not good. That's not good. Base core infected. Yup. We're damned. Well, I thought I was prepared enough, but clearly I was not. There may have been one of those infected spots on there, I just couldn't see it. And let's upgrade our inventory while we're here. I think as an idea for next time, maybe we should set up the base core and just the base before we start raiding the place. That way, even if it is infected, I could at least, get inside the house. At least I imagine so. Ooh, and I also don't have my heavy gun now. I guess we would have to rebuild that one. I think I can just go from the other way now. Previously, we went that way. I'm just gonna go the right side. That should be a bit faster, because the entrance up was on this side. Well, it does seem like the core is still infected. So we definitely had to do something there to clean it up. Ooh, the cave is open. You know what? While we're here anyway, at a cave, may as well get down here, because there are these cores around. Well, I haven't gotten a use for them yet. I did read that we can use them later for something big. I guess whenever I see them, or at least when I'm in the vicinity, I should probably pick them up. Besides that, the large habitat also costs us quartz building materials. Why are we infected here already? Is it because the base core is now infected? I also cannot get rid of it, which is kind of odd. I don't see anywhere where it is infected. Maybe it's due to the area, because it's so close to this? Probably just accidentally expanded the infection zone, but I should probably also grab all my supplies again. I don't see anything down here though, which is kind of odd. Aha, we can get in from this one from the top. Ooh, it has the synthetic silicon, as well as a stabilizer. Well, that's technically all we need from here. It's still infected. I'm not sure where that infection would be. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't see anything on here that indicates that it is infected, or that I can fix it. Now, let's take all of those. Yeah, we still don't have the machine gun. Well, let's get the heck out of here. I think I may have screwed up this area. I'm not sure why that's still infected. Maybe you guys can let me know. But I think as long as I'm in the vicinity of the base core now, I'm gonna become infected and die. Well, die if the bugs attack me, I suppose. I'd die from the infection. Oh yeah, look at that. That base core is definitely infecting everything else. Alright, well that was quite the adventure. However, we should be able to unlock the stabilizer, which... that is the last thing from the fabricator, so we unlocked everything in the fabricator here. And then the synthetic silicon. We still require calcium powder as well as helium for it, but that shouldn't be a problem. We can easily get that. I think what I want to work on next is what I said before, is where we create every single individual base component now that we have all the bars. And then we can easily turn them into whatever we need. We might do some double up, like glass, for example, as well. That way we can slowly fill up our entire repertoire, basically. So originally I thought maybe automating everything might not be the play, but thinking it over again, it might actually be good if we were to do that. So that's something I'm going to work on in the next episode, which probably means we're going to have to set up individual small outposts around here, because the base core is definitely not going to be able to take all the heat. So let's see. Yeah, it's already kind of high up. We're going to add a bunch more machines to it to create every individual component and throw them into their own dispatcher. Then we might be in trouble. I do still want to have it done relatively close by. That's mainly so it's actual walking distance, because we do still need to set up the dispatchers and receivers and all that. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everyone.